In a quaint little town called Willowbrook, a small antique shop named Mystic Curios was known for its peculiar inventory. The shopkeeper, Mrs. Abigail, dusted an ordinary-looking mop, unaware of the magic it held. One sunny morning, a curious young girl named Emily stumbled upon Mystic Curios. The mysterious mop caught her eye, and Mrs. Abigail, sensing a connection, decided to gift it to her. As Emily carried the mop home, she noticed the antique shop's bell ring mysteriously, although there was no wind. It was as if the shop and its contents had a life of their own. That night, as Emily tried to clean her room with the mop, she accidentally whispered, "I wish this was easier." To her astonishment, the mop began to move on its own. The mop, imbued with magic, cleaned the room with incredible speed and precision, leaving Emily stunned. Word of the miraculous mop quickly spread through Willowbrook. The townspeople came to see the enchanting mop in action. Emily's best friend, Lucas, decided to visit and brought his dog, Max. The mop not only cleaned but also made Max's fur shine like never before. Emily's neighbor, Mrs. Jenkins, borrowed the mop and, with a wistful expression, whispered her wish to it. The mop glowed and fixed her cracked vase, leaving her teary-eyed. The townspeople began using the mop's magic to repair their homes and lives, making Willowbrook a happier place. Emily and Lucas, realizing the responsibility of possessing such a magical object, decided to keep it a secret, fearing that it would fall into the wrong hands. Meanwhile, a mysterious figure named Mr. Blackwell arrived in Willowbrook, drawn by rumors of the magical mop. Mr. Blackwell was determined to acquire the mop for his own sinister purposes and began investigating its whereabouts. Emily and Lucas discovered Mr. Blackwell's intentions and decided to hide the mop in a secret chamber beneath Emily's house. With the mop safely hidden, Emily and Lucas faced a new dilemma: how to keep Mr. Blackwell away from their secret. Emily's great-grandmother's diary contained information about the mop's history and origins. The two friends began decoding the diary's cryptic entries. As Emily and Lucas deciphered the diary, they learned that the mop's magic was connected to the town's unique history and the will of its people. Mr. Blackwell, not one to give up easily, continued to search for the mop, growing more determined and dangerous. Emily and Lucas, driven by the urgency of the situation, decided to confront Mr. Blackwell and protect the town's secret. In a tense showdown at the town square, Emily and Lucas tried to reason with Mr. Blackwell, but he wouldn't listen. A sudden gust of wind swirled around them, and the townspeople, sensing the danger, gathered to protect their magical mop. The townspeople, empowered by their belief in the magic of the mop, chanted together, creating a protective barrier around it. Mr. Blackwell, unable to break through the barrier, retreated, defeated for the time being. The townspeople celebrated their unity and the magic of the mop that had saved their beloved Willowbrook. Emily and Lucas decided to share the mop's secret with the town, realizing that it was the collective belief in its magic that made it so powerful. With the town's support, they decided to use the mop's magic for good, helping everyone in need.